Welcome to fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter. Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hello, Marge. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. Basically, we do this 5 days a week. We do it from 1 to 2 p.m. I'm saying that on PST time. It varies around the world. Obviously, we have a wide variety of people who watch from around the world. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are. We're doing FileMaker WebDirect day 12, day 13, day 14. I believe we're actually finishing up our WebDirect series this week, so we're going to be good on that front. Oh, real quick, if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to scroll up now and look at one of these. Every once in a while, I get people in my chat who are like, Margaret, your live streams are okay, but I find them one, too long, or two, I don't like the fact that presenters get interrupted and there's more of a conversational vibe. We encourage that here because we like interacting with our community and hearing what people want or need or are trying to solve, but I understand how that can be distracting. So basically, we have our video series. It covers pretty much everything you need to know, be a beginner to intermediate FileMaker developer, and make your own databases. We cover Pro, WebDirect, Go, server, all of that jazz is discussed in like 4 to 30-minute videos that are highly edited and very animated. So, with that being said, I think I'm probably good. Nick, what are we doing today?
Hello, Marge. Hello, everybody. So thank you for joining today. So this is the first day of the week, the last day for WebDirect. The last week for WebDirect. So
Hmm?
we will tackle some problem that we encounter with WebDirect. So last week we talked about a little bit of design, right? So to get in mind that you are on the web, So and the web is different. The web is not like a FileMaker, native FileMaker, right? And especially when you want to produce something for an open web portal, right? Let's say you want to share my case scenario from the beginning was you want to give access to a provider, clients, or whatever, So you want to, I don't know, to get your product lists, or you want to have like a schedule management, or you want to show results to your customers. Say, okay, hey, this is your result, or this is your stuff, right? So this is the case scenario, and this is the best case scenario for using FileMaker. Otherwise, there's no need for that. There's no need because, as I said at the beginning, the FileMaker is available on each platform except Linux, but who is using Linux as a desktop, machine, right? Or maybe Jacob.
I think that's actually correct. I believe Linux.
Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. But I'm pretty much the only person in my life that I know using Linux as a desktop machine. So pretty much FileMaker is available. It's easily, we can install it easily. And even if you want to, so I have a case scenario. I don't remember which person contact me. Uh, for there's a large deployments, offer. So of course you can use FileMaker WebDirect as a client replacement. You can. It's not something you cannot do, right? But it's not the most interesting way to do that. And even if you do that, right? It's you cannot do everything you can do on the platform, like uh, on the client, right? So you cannot do everything because we have a limitation of the browser, right? So we are limited by the browser. We not, so it's not FileMaker WebDirect limitation is, so it's true that FileMaker Claris could have done a better job on downloading and uploading files, for example, like media. It's kind of cumbersome. We're going to do that tomorrow, the media stuff, right? There's ways to do some things cool, and I'm going to show you how we can do things great with FileMaker WebDirect. So that's a case scenario. I'm going to add here in my example, like a document management, right? And then, but today I want to continue a little bit on the design stuff, right? So let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about the design a little bit more. Okay, so we talk about how to have some interaction between how we talk about the interaction between the user and the file, right? So the user interface, the user, the UI, right? Okay. And also we talk about the UX, the user experience. Okay. Like do you want to create a note, right? You click, you create a note, right? And then you validate or you close, right? And and if you want to edit a note, so you edit the note or you delete the notes, right? So the delete button is not on open air like this. Like normally we put a delete button here that on the client, right? But on WebDirect we don't do that. There's no deletion as that easy, right? Click and boom, delete, right? No, delete is kind of hidden a little bit. It's not like on the open air, right? So let's talk about the navigation a little bit. The navigation and stuff.
Hmm.
When you want to navigate to another layout, right? There's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's build a navigation, WebDirect. Let's build a navigation button. Just take one that we have here, right? And so the navigation between layouts. Last week we start talking about this, and I say, well, going to another layout will be the same as loading another page on the web, right? Let's say you go from Facebook to LinkedIn, then you have to reload, right? And if you go, you know, if you go to and if you go from Facebook to LinkedIn, you have to reload. And if you go back to Facebook, you have to reload as well using the cache. Okay, that's the old pages work like this. You have a cache, right? So let's say we have a button here, right? So we have a navigation, and we want to go to the contact. So let's duplicate the contact layout as well, right? So let's duplicate this contact layout and make it web. I mean, use it for the web. Don't want to use the original one. Hopefully, it won't take long. In this file, duplication of layout is so slow. I don't know why. Okay, so let's put that here. So let's use this one and delete this and paste this. Okay. Oh, I have only one. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. So let's put that in the center of the screen here. This is the center. Let's put it on the center as well. Okay. So this is the contacts. Okay. So let's make something simpler, right? Go to layout, right? Let's do something simpler. So which button is this? Is contact. So I'm going to contact with this button, right? And this button, I'm going to accounts. Go to layout and layouts, and I'm going to account, right? So maybe I can copy this, save this, and paste it here. This is the accounts active. and I have those. Okay. So I have two buttons here. Okay. I have two a navigation button. When I click here, I'm in accounts. When I click here, I am in contacts, right? Oops. Why is not centered? But it's okay. You got the point. Oh, let's close this. It's annoying when you have many windows open. Where's the button? Yeah, this we need to say to Jacob that this server is a little bit slow.
Yeah, I will mention that to him.
I mean, for the webinar, you know, it's sluggish. Okay, so I'm in account. Here I'm in contacts, right? And here I'm in accounts. Contacts, account, right? So I have two. But on WebDirect, so if I go to WebDirect, right? If I go to contacts, that happened, right? Counts, contacts, right? Counts, contacts. So now I am in the cache, right? You know, I'm in the cache. So to prevent that to happen, right? We need to, so something I need to do right quick. I need to remove this on layout enter stuff to prevent the bar to appear, you know, the bar, right? This bar here, view, status bar. So here, so see, we have to reload the page pretty much, right? We have to reload the page. Okay. So first, depending on what you want to do, if you want a navigation like this, right? You need to avoid as much as possible to do that, right? So if you want, for example, to open a window and close the window, right? So not a navigation like this, right? It's like you go somewhere, right? And you want to close it. So this is a navigation go to one to another. So I want to show you that you have to reload the page when that happens, right? But let's say you want to go to that contact, for example, you know, you want to go to that contact and then go back, okay? So this is a design you need to do. So let's say I want to go to that contact here, right? And then go back. So first, this portal, okay, you know, this portal is okay. And but you remember that what I told you about the click-through, right? Remember that, the click-through, that means if you have an object on top of if you have an object on top of a button, the objects will be, the button will be activated as well. You know, either even if you have an object in front of it, if you click here and there's a button on the back, it will click through. That's why we call that click through. But this click through doesn't work on WebDirect. So that means the button, the navigation button, right? The button that goes, let's remove this. No, it's okay. The button that goes to the you know, that has the action, right? This button needs to be on top. Okay. So now the button is on top of the objects, correct? So that is important. So see, in the portal, the button here is on top, right? So, and then you have all the objects underneath, but this here is on top. Very important. So then we say, go to the records, right? So let's go to my layouts that I created for the occasion, right? And then we want to close the window. That means we open the contacts, right? We open the contacts. Oh, why I'm going there? Why is going there? Did I mess up something? Maybe I did a wrong layout. Oh yeah, this one. Sorry, guys. So I'm here. I want to see this contact, right? And then I want to go back to accounts, right? So this is how we do. First, we modify this here. And let's remove those for now. Let's remove this. Yeah, it's very slow. Everything I do, I have a click, So here, remove this. So I'm in the contact here, right? And let's remove this as well because we don't use this. So let's move that like this, right? Let's move the object like this. And how is the size of the layout here? So we take the size of the layout is here. So I'm going to this one, and I'm going to make the same size, right? Okay, so I have a layout. I have a contact layout now, right? So, and when I open that layout, I want to go back. I want the back button. But here, the catch on the back button. Okay, it's complicated to make a back button because we don't know where to go back. Or I mean, we need to declare where to go back. But there's a technique, especially on WebDirect, where we don't need to know where the back button goes, right? Because the back button, right here, will be a close window, right? Because in WebDirect, we can manage new windows in WebDirect, okay? So let me show you this. So this button here goes to, am I on the right? No, I'm in the wrong layout. Hold on. I'm in the wrong layout. I need to go to this one. Right? Yeah. This not all here. Okay. So I have a go to a record here. So I want to go to that record using that contact layout, but in a new window. And I don't care which style of window is. Can be any window. So I don't want this. I don't want this. This and this. Anyway, this and this doesn't work. So I can remove all of this. I mean, I can keep those, but they don't work on WebDirect. Okay. So this yes, but this no. So now look what happened. So we have two benefits on doing this. I'm here, and I want to see that layout. I want to see that record in another layout, and I want to come back to this layout, right? So I click here, I open a new window, right? It's a new window, and my back buttons are close, right? New window and a close. On their clients, we see the window because we have a Windows management. on the clients. But on the web, a new window will show like this. Virtual window. It's a virtual window. That means it is a new window, but it doesn't appear in a new window. It appeared in the current tab on the web browser. It won't open a new tab or a new window. It won't do that, right? What it will do this on the web. So I'm on the web, I'm here, I click here, I have a new window coming, right? And then I go back. New window, back. So my back button is just a close window, right? So for example, you understand? So here I did for contact. So I have a contact layout, boom, and I close. So it's a back button because but there's only one window here. I don't have, it's a virtual window, okay? So I can show you this. I can show you something here. Do I have it's a window, it's a get window list, something like this. Window name, window no. How to get all the window are open here? Window. The window names, yeah, window names. So I don't need this. And the file name, I can do this. So I have all the Windows names here. Okay, so this is all the windows that are open in my FileMaker, right? So I can do this and put something here for you, just for the demo. So I put this on the layout. So this is the window I have, okay? If I go to the other layout that I put this as well. Annoying. Here. Because I have to make the screen so small. Okay, so I have window name here, right? And window name here. Okay. So if I go to web, here I have only one window open, okay? But if I go here and I click here, I have two windows open now, right? I have two windows open. So it did open a new window, even though it doesn't show the window. You know what I mean? So here I have two windows, right? And if I click back, well, I have only one now, right? If I click here, now I have two. So it did open a new window. So the benefit of this is two things. First, when I do back, I don't have to reload anything because it's a window. So it was keeping everything as is in terms of graphics and stuff like this, right? So and the go back button doesn't have an action like go to layout and stuff like this, and you don't even know where you were, but you don't care because it's a new window. You just close the window, and you land exactly where you were, right? You're sure to land, like this, right? So that's why this technique is good because if I want to edit this and it's clear for people, right? It's clear. You have a back button that close, but they don't know it's closed. It's closing a window. For them, it looks like back, right? I go back where I were, where I was, correct? Do we have any questions so far?
I don't see any at the moment.
Okay. So if, let's say I'm going to estimate, for example, and I'm going to duplicate estimate. I hope it won't take that long. And I want to do the same for estimate. I mean, I want to go, and use the same technique, the back button, right? But it didn't take long, so we're happy. So now I have a estimate layout here that I'm opening the estimate layout. I'm removing this. And I open the layout and I'm doing some modification here. So I remove this. And you will see this technique is great because you have a really, really a real back button that works on all. So 2010. So now I'm doing the same for the estimate, right? So I am here. I'm going to the estimate tab and I'm doing the same thing. That means I'm going to put that on the front, right? It's on the front. And here I have a go to the record and I'm saying, yes, I'm going to that layout, right? In a new window. So I'm here, contact, open, back. Estimate, back. Estimate, back. Contact, boom, back. Just because I have a window open. Okay, so if I go to the web, right, and I do the same. Contact, I click here, I open contact, two window open, I close, boom. Estimate, right? I click on this estimate here. Oh, I don't go to the right one. So I'm stuck now. I need to go to layouts, WebDirect, this one. I might not have saved the layouts. Let's close some window here because I have too many. So you understand the benefits of this, right? Is that why it's not go to record. Yeah, I'm going to copy. Maybe I didn't save it. Okay. Contacts, I go close. Estimate, I go close. See? And I land exactly where I was. Here, I'm in estimate, I close back. Contacts, click, I close back. So now I want to show you that yes, it's true. You can do this. You can new window and put a name on the window, right? Which is this is the estimate, not yeah. So estimate, right? And right, so I put a name. Oh no, this was contact. Okay, new window, contacts. Oops. Okay, and estimate, go, and the new window, we put the name estimates. So now then we can see them. So here's the name. So I will go to contact, I open, boom, I have, why didn't I rename it? I should have renamed it. Oh, I don't have a name here, but it should have renamed it. That's weird. It should have renamed the window, but it's okay. Name window, I shouldn't have window name contacts, documents. Maybe it's not working on WebDirect. I'm surprised that the name of the window doesn't work on WebDirect though. Contact. Yeah. Ah, no, I didn't save the. So I have contacts open, right? And this, which is my original window, right? And then on estimates, so if I go there and I go there and I paste the name of the other window, right? To show you that you open a window each time and you close it, so you don't. But where it works very well, right, is there. So I'm here, contacts, I open a window, contacts, and I go to estimates, I click here, estimates, right? But let's say I'm in contacts, and also in contacts, I can click an estimate, right? So it's a demo, right? It's a demo, but so here I can also click an estimate. So that's why I'm saying that this navigation system works very well. Because let's say I'm going here, I'm in contacts, right? And I want to, in the estimate tab, I want this here to open from contacts an estimate, right? So I'm going to this estimate in a new window, and I name it estimate. So now I am back. I'm back here. I'm clicking these contacts. So I'm in the contacts layout with this contact records. I'm going here and I'm clicking these estimates, right? I click here. Now 3 windows open. I have the account, I have contacts, estimate. If I click back, I go back to contacts. And if I click back again, I go back to accounts. So it's a real navigation. You're in a contact, you click contact. In contact, you click estimate, and then you go back to the contact and you go back to the original layout because you open a window on top of it, right? So pretty much if I show you this in the clients, right? So I'm here, in contact. So I have one window open here. I click here. I have another window. I click here. I have another window, right? And the back button, it's a close, close, boom, back, right? So you don't have to worry about the navigation. Now, let's say I'm going to have for this main window here, because we want to know where you are, for example, in the navigation, So you want to know where you are, or or like something like this, So let's say I want to rename, or I need to rename that window, right? When you enter it, right? So when you enter this particular window, I need to rename that window. So I have a trigger, and I'm going to do on layout, enter, rename window. Okay. And you will see what I'm going to do. It's right. Yeah, window name. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. So this window, I'm going to rename it. When I enter that layout, when I enter this layout, I want to make sure, because it's the main window. So when you open, it takes the name, the window takes the name of the, what's the name? It takes the name of the file, but I'm renaming it. So now I'm going to have a new name, right? So if I go here and here, oh, I close the window. It's okay. So when I go from here to here, it will rename the window. Okay. Now I have a nice name. So I have account open. Let's close all the window. Okay. Okay. I have account open and contact open and estimate open. Correct? So estimate, contact, and account. Okay. So now I want to build like to show where you are, okay, in the you know uh, in the navigation, where are we? Okay, so let's go there. So, and I want to take the window names, right? But I want to do something like this. So let's say, let's keep the window open. So contacts and estimate, because I need to have those examples. So I'm going here to the data viewer, and I have the window names. Remove this and this. That all the windows open, right? And I want to build something like this. So I want to know that I'm in estimate, contact, and account, right? So I need a let statement, and that's the windows. The windows this, right? Now I need to know how many windows I have, count equal value counts on the windows. Okay. So I have 3 windows. Okay. So now I want to take, so I don't want to make a very complicated what's the name, calculation. Let's do something like this, simple, right? I want to take the middle value of the Windows names, and I want the last one, right? So starting value 3, number value 1. So this is accounts, okay? And then this is 1, okay? Then I have two, and I'm getting 1. So I'm going to list of those 2. So I have 2, right? So I'm taking this, the value list of 3, 2, and now I'm taking this, right? So why is taking me an extra character? I have no idea. Okay. I'm going to have a better calculation, but I don't have time to do that right now, but I will do it for tomorrow, better calc than this. Something that is more, I want to find, I know I have one somewhere and I couldn't find it and I don't remember. It's so long I didn't do that. But this works, but it's a mess. So I can clean it, like this, and search for double like this and replace by this. So this is cleaning. So this is clean. Account, contacts, and now I can do another substitutes on this. It's a mess, but don't look at this. I'm going to have another one. Okay. I'm going to have another one better. And I replace this by this, right? But I don't know why I have an extra. Anyway, I'm going to clean that, correct? I'm going to clean that. So I have my calc here, which is ugly. But tomorrow we'll have one nice. And I'm going to put that calc in our calculation dial, our layout calculation, right? So I'm going to change the background. We don't need a background. And we don't need this. We put that black. We put like this, right? And we put like 10, or I don't know, right? We have something like this. Oh no, or maybe I can do something like this, bigger, right? So we put that lace. Okay. And I'm putting this calculation on. So for example, here, I am there. I'm going to, clean that. Don't worry. So I'm here. Account, contact, estimate, correct? So if I'm putting this on all my layout, okay, 103.13, the same calc, okay, 103.13. So I remove this. So this technique I'm showing you here is not only for WebDirect, right? It's for anywhere, but especially for WebDirect, right? Because it fits well because we don't have a Windows management in WebDirect. We have only one, what's the name? One window showing at a time. We cannot do that. We can have many windows like this. So that's why if I go WebDirect now, and I reload this, right? So I'm here. I'm opening contacts. So I am in account contacts. Don't worry, I'm going to fix this. Account contacts. This is where I am. And if I'm going here, I am in account contacts estimates. So if I go back, I'm in contacts. If I go back, I'm in account. But now you know where you are. Account contacts, right? Account contact estimate. And you know the back button, we do this. Well, WebDirect, okay, so this technique here is working well for free platform. WebDirect, iPad, and iPhone. We start next week, right?
Yes. No, we stopped
Yeah,
WebDirect this week. Sorry.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, next week is iPhone, iPad, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So next week we okay. So this technique works for all the platform where you don't have a Windows management, but we have a Windows management. It's a virtual window management, right? And that's cool because now you understand that it's great to have a navigation like this, or you jump to one record to another like this, and thanks to the window name, I'm going to come with I have a calculation with a loop, a while function inside, and then it works for it's a custom function, right? Then you can get based on the name of the window you put, you have this line of navigation, positioning indication, so if you guys have a question or something at the moment, because I'm done for today.
I think we're probably good. So, yeah, no, people are agreeing that this is very cool and that they're following along. So I'm going to take it as you explained yourself extremely clearly.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's simple because you have nothing to do. I mean, there's nothing to do. It's a close button, and every time you go somewhere, you say new window, new window, new window, and then it follows tuk, 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 and when the back button say close, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
So and tomorrow, oh, I can show you this if you want, or I know it's I want to I don't want to spend time to do it. I'm going to, because I have the real way, right? The real way is to say here, okay, when you click here, you want to go back, the back button. Thanks, so we have this way, right? But otherwise, we can do something like this. Yeah, I can spend some time for that, because here, something even more cool. So this is one way, but let's say I want,
Nick?
yes?
Oh, okay. You paused and I thought that the audio was cutting out.
Oh, no. I wasn't talking.
No,
So I
you're
have the
good.
window name. Yeah. I have the counts, right? And instead of doing this, so okay, let's take this. Okay. Let's go there. Okay, so my windows, right? That my two windows I have, but so that will be accounts and estimate. But so let's because here I need to be, this is estimate, it should be account. So yeah. Okay, let's click here, copy this. Yeah, I'm going to show you something cool. I couldn't find a file where I did that, so, and I spent a lot of time at this somewhere. I don't remember the name of the file, so it's hard to find something that you don't know where it is. We don't know how it's names, right? So let's rename this layout. So I'm going there and there. Then I open contacts, and then I open estimate. So now I have back my free windows, right? I start with contact, then with account, then I want to contact, and then estimate, right? Okay. So, and I want, for example, in estimates, when I am in estimate, I want the button to say contact. And when I am in contact, I want the button to say, accounts. So let me see how we can do that. The windows. So get value. The window will be the counts -1 -1. I think this will work. So if I'm here, this is estimates, contacts. So if I'm here, I'm putting a layout calc, right? I'm cutting this and I'm putting that in the button name. Yes, we can do that. So this button will say contact because I'm in estimate. In contacts, this button will say accounts. So you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going here. I'm saving this. So if I go to the web, contact. So I'm in contact here. When I say contact, it should say accounts. You always say contacts. Yeah, I need to. I want to say this should have say contact, which is correct. But here it should have say accounts, right? And it doesn't. It said contact still. Maybe because. Okay, so let's see. So let's close this. I want the button to show where, the next, where you go next. Okay, so let's see if it works on the client, but I'm going to fix that for tomorrow. I want to show that tomorrow, but so I am in account here, right? So when I click here and it say contact, this wrong, and an estimate, it should say contacts, right? Yeah, I need to, it said get value windows count +1, something. No, get value on the window. It's yeah. So estimate contact accounts. It should say this one. Number of the counts -1. So if I'm here, I'm getting the value, the counts -1, and the count minus. Yeah, no, it's not this. It's the count +1. Get window. Get value. I need to do that tomorrow. So that's the first window. It's It's always a second if I understand well. I'm on estimates that says contacts, which is correct. If I close this, it says account. Yeah, is this. This is the calc. I got it. So let's paste the calc here inside this. Yeah, everything is very slow, but I'll talk to, or maybe you can do that. Marge, talk to maybe the location of of this
Server needs
server.
to be
Yeah,
adjusted.
need
Yeah,
to be adjusted.
I
Yeah.
don't know where it is exactly. What what AWS center it's currently in.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So I'm here in contacts. I click here. My back button will be go back to accounts. If I click here and I click here, my back button is contacts. So I go back to contacts. And here I go back to accounts. Got it? So the back button magically will tell you where you go. So it's no longer a back button, it's go to account. So here, for example, I am in account, right? I click here. Now my back button will say account. And if I go there and I go further, so now I am in account, I'm in contact, but if I click on estimate, now it say go back to contact, go back to account, boom, right? That's cool. So you have a back that follows, and you have the name following the window name, and you don't have to just name the window. You understand? So tomorrow we will have a nice. So you have both. You have the progression, the navigation progression demonstration here, like this, right? And you have the back button that tells you where you go. Okay. So that's a very good stuff for you know for navigation. So if we don't have any questions, yeah, we can close and go.
On window open script trigger, could you update a global variable with the layout name?
Yes, but I don't really need that because that will become a mess at one point
Mm-hmm.
because you need to clean the global variable. I mean, when you go away from a layout, you need to remove that from the list. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So and that's the problem. So the window, the get window, the what I'm using here, the window lists update of itself. So instead of using the layout name, just rename the window and use the window name. In that case, not saying, when you have a navigation like this, right? I mean, you go to, I close the file. When you have a navigation from one layout to another like this, a tab-like navigation, right? Yeah. But if you have a tab-like navigation, you don't really need to have those complications. But in that case here, use a window name because you saw that it updates and clear itself.
We have another
Of a
question.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this should have been a question. Is it the extra return at the end of the list? Question mark.
Yeah, so I have to figure out why. I don't know. That tomorrow. Let me figure out why I have the return on the line at the end, and I have no idea why. So I don't want to spend time on this. I mean, now I will figure out tomorrow. I will let you know why, and
Yes. My only concern is that people use the browser's back button rather than the coded button, Is there a way to make the coded button more appealing than the browser's back button?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, but that's a problem on every single website,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, I know, for example, if I bought recently many plane tickets, right? And I was using a website. I can show you. I was using Iberia. Okay, so and here you see, so it's a typical, and you see that's funny because they have the same, uh, you know, they have the same problem that we do. If I close the cache, if I clear the cache, and I do Iberia, look what happened, right? He comes and he refresh itself. It's I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but when you yeah. So when you say search, for example, like this, right? Let's say, and when you say search, and so further they have this, and they're searching. So when you hear, and if you hit the back button, sometime you land, here it's okay, but if you go further and you search and you go back, you lose where you were. You don't really back to the previous. Let's say I'm taking this one, right? And let's say I'm doing this, and I continue, right? So if you go back at that point here, you go, so you have a back button, but so if you do back, it is doing something weird. It's not really working, the back button, right? So I don't know. And you see here, this is what I want to show you. This. So you wear, so you can do this also, with the window name. You can do that. A progression like this, right? So yeah, it's the back button is tricky, right? So yeah, you can make the back button more appealing than the back. I don't know. Let's do some. I don't know what the back button will do here. If I do this, estimate what the back button will do. Well, it doesn't do anything because you've never been in another window. In that case, the back button never worked. Because you have nothing to go back to. You understand? In that case here, I had something to go back to, right? But here, you have nothing to go back. And you will never have something to go back to. So that answers the question. You can't go back. So you see, I just see that the good demo. I'm in account. I'm going to contact, and I'm opening a contact. And from contact, I'm opening an estimate. So now the back button will say contacts, account. But if I'm in account and I'm opening an estimate directly from accounts without being in contact, so I'm account estimate. Before I was doing account contact estimate. If I click the estimate, the back button say accounts. If I'm here, I click contact, I go here, estimate, the back button say contact, and then account. If I go to account to estimate, the back button say account, and it works because I have only one window open, right? So these back buttons like this, like I show you for WebDirect, is wow, with the window names. I mean, not in my opinion. And tomorrow I will come with something like better than this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is awesome. Cool. In that
Okay.
case,
Are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
All right.
So
Thank you, Nick.
see.
Thank you
Thank
everyone for
you.
coming. We will see you tomorrow.
You
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Bye bye.